are now going to see how to write multiple conditions. That is, we in the previous session we saw how one condition is written with expression one, relational operator, and expression two. That's one condition. Now we are going to see how to have more than one condition in a way of checking it. Okay, let's see. In this study, you'll see what logical operators are and how they are used to check for multiple conditions. That is, if you want to join more than one condition at the same time, you have one condition and you want to, along with that, check another condition, you have to use what is called a logical operator to join them. So conditions are joined using logical operators. And so let's see how it is written. So what are logical operators? There are what we are going to look at is only main three logical operators. There are other things. Different program languages might provide additional things, but we are only concerned, or we are only looking at most common three logical operators. Okay, one is called AND, the other is called OR, which is an inclusive OR. I will explain to you what that inclusive means. And then we have the NOT. These are three operators. Actually, NOT is not used for joining, but still it's part of a logical operator. So I will explain to you how NOT also works. And then OR are actually used for joining multiple conditions. Okay, NOT is used slightly in a different way. Let's go ahead and see them. So example, say we know what a condition is, right? A condition will be made with expression one, relational operator, expression two. That's a condition. So you have one condition here, and there is another condition. So this condition also will have expression one, relational operator, expression two. So this is the second condition. So I want to join the two conditions. So one way to join the two conditions is you write the condition first here, then you put the end logical operator, and then you write the second condition here. Okay. So the moment you want to join more than one condition, you use the and then join them. That is one way to join. Another way to join will be to have the condition and join it using OR and put the second condition. So you have this option or this option. Why would you use this and why would you use that? We will see as we go through. You can't use both for the same wherever you want. Okay. In certain instances, you will want the AND. In certain instances, you will want the OR. So you will either join using AND or using the OR. Okay. The third one is NOT. So as you can see, NOT is not joining two conditions. It's reversing one condition. So you have a condition. What is a condition? Condition will have expression one, a relational operator, and expression two. So that and you know, a result of any condition is either true or false. So this is reversing that. For example, if the condition becomes true, this reverses that. So let's go to the next section and see them. Okay, the result of multiple condition is also always true. Now you know, in our previous session we looked at conditions, and we also identified a result of a condition is always either a true or a false. Same way, a result of a multiple condition is also always a true or a false. So that means from here you get a true or false. From here also you get a true or false. This condition and this condition, from these two also you will get a true or false. You can't get anything else. From condition one or condition two also you will get either a true or false. From the not condition also you will get a true or false. So in other words, just like relational operators, using relational operator you write condition, and conditions always provide true or false. When you include logical operators and join multiple conditions or reverse a condition, the result of that also is always either true or false, and it won't give any other result. Okay, just remember that. So now let's see, before we actually look at the condition, I just want to give you three tables which you can keep referring to until you get familiar with that. Okay, so this table is called the truth table. It is when you join conditions using AND, what is the scenario? That is what we are trying to show here. So this is the first scenario. First scenario is condition 1, let's assume you have a expression 1 relational operator expression 2, and let's say when you evaluate that the result is false, we'll assume. Okay, condition 2 is also there, that is expression 1 relational operator expression 2, you evaluate that also is coming to false. Now if you join those two using a AND operator, this condition provided false, this condition provided false, false and false, also false. So if you end up with condition joined with AND, both conditions are false, the result also, the outcome of this entire thing is also false. That's what the truth table tells you. If you look at, say, one condition is becoming true, the other condition, sorry, one condition is false, the other condition becomes true, and you are joined with AND. So false and true, that also is false. Outcome of that also is always false. Let's assume condition 1 is true, condition 2 is false, and you use AND and join the two. That also results in false. So as you can see, false and false also is false, false and true also is false, true and false also is false. So only time it becomes true is when condition 1 is true and condition 2 is also true. If the two are true, you combine them using AND, the result is also true. So it's actually very easy to remember this, the AND truth table. If any condition is false, any one of the condition is false, the result is false. Only time it becomes true is when both are true only. If both are not true, always the result is false. That's the truth table for the AND. Okay, so now let's look at the truth table for OR. Same way, condition 1 or condition 2, what will be the result? So if the first condition is false and if the second condition is false, false or false also results in false. Just like false and false also results in false, here also if both are false, the result also is false. But when condition 1 is false but condition 2 is true, result is also true. There is one false, but still there is one true, the result is true. So this is where AND and OR actually differs. Now here false and true also is false, but false or true is true. Similarly, true or false also is true, right? So and true or true also is true. Now if you look at the two, it's very easy to understand. The OR condition is false if both are false, all other times it's true. See, these three it's true. Whereas in the AND, both are false is false, both are true only is true, all other conditions are false. So these are slight variations of the AND and OR. So you have to, looking at this only, you decide, okay, for me to join this condition, I will need a AND or I will need a OR. So you will decide it at that time, at that particular time. And if you remember, I told you this OR is an inclusive OR. What it means is, when you say this or that, if one of that is true, it is true. So this is false, this is true, this is true, no, so it's true. This is true, this is false, this is true, so it's true. So those two are okay. But in this case, this is also true, this is also true, and still it is true. None of it is false. Both are true. So that is why this is called inclusive OR. Inclusive means the OR not only takes one false and one true, but both true also it takes. That's why this OR is called a inclusive OR. There is another thing called exclusive OR. Since we don't require that too much, I'm not talking about that in this session. Okay. So this is the AND truth table. This is the OR truth table. So you keep referring to this whenever we go into the next session, next lessons, and we start to work with conditions. Okay. Then finally we have the NOT truth table. So we have in the NOT truth table, you don't join conditions. You have just one condition only. Let's say if the condition is false, NOT of that condition will always be true. Right? So that is, if you look at this particular condition, the condition has become false. But using the NOT, it turns it to false. The condition itself is false, but NOT of that changes it to true. Same way, if the condition is true, not of that will turn it to false. So this reverses this is why I said it reverses the condition. If the condition is true, not will reverse it to false. If the condition is false, the not will reverse it to true. So this is the three truth table that we'll have to look at until we remember this. Okay, it's very easy to remember. This not will always reverse. In the end, when both are true, only true, all the others are false. In the false, when both are false, only false, all the others are true. So if you remember it like that, it will be easy for you. Okay,